G'day, I'm down on the Nullarbor plains, right down the south of outback South Australia. Down here there's a massive slab of limestone, and everywhere through the bush are scattered caves. Right here, I've come to see a blowhole. Sounds like the earth's breathing. Come check it out. You can hear the air sucking into this cavernous vent. There's a difference in air pressure between outside here and inside there. Sounds like the earth's breathing in and out. Time to replace this with this and have a look. Wish me luck. Oh, you can feel the air sucking in through this vent. Looks like it goes a bit deeper. Looks like it goes even deeper. Opens right up in here. Oh, check this out. Oh, poor little fella. This shingleback must have fallen down the entrance here, got stuck and dried right out. Oh, look. Rabbit skull, whole petrified rabbit. Poor things have fallen into these holes. Couldn't find their way out. These cave systems can have all sorts of things. They've actually found a lot of megafauna, massive big marsupial animals that have fallen into caves, and it preserves all of these skeletons really well. Bit of a graveyard. Hopefully it doesn't end up the same for me. Whee! Long way down there. Let's have a look. Careful, Dave. You can see fossilised shells in this limestone. The limestone that makes up the Nullarbor is made up of lots and lots of crushed seashells and all very ancient life. It used to be a seabed floor, and still trapped inside in these caves is evidence of all the sea life that used to live on the sea floor. There's a beautiful big conch shell up here. Everywhere you look, there's bits of old fossilised shell. Stunning. Looks about as far as I'm going to be able to make it. Amazing, these underground worlds. Oh, better get out of here before I end up like that rabbit. Oh, yeah. That was wild. Oh, it's good to be out. Let's go explore some more caves. Nullarbor is a big stretch of country. It starts in Norseman in West Australia, goes all the way to Ceduna back in South Australia. It includes the longest straight stretch of road in the world, spectacular coastal cliffs, heath, mallee, treeless plains, lots of caves. Nothing boring about the Nullarbor. I'm heading west, inland of the Great Australian Bight. There's a couple of places I want to have a look, which means I've got to get off the highway and get into the bush. Lizard. Hey, little fella. Have a look at this. This little lizard here is a shingleback or sleepy lizard. One of the largest Australian skinks. You see he's got this big fat tail. It looks surprisingly like his head. The idea is predators won't know which end to go for. Sort of armour plated, beautiful lizards. Got a bright blue tongue. See him sticking his tongue out there? What a cutie. You can see, one of the problems with these guys, they get a lot of ticks in their ears. I just carry a pair of pliers with me. Little tweezers. Let's see if I can get some of these ticks out for him. Oh, look at the size of that tick. Poor fella. Oh, massive. Couple on this other side. There we go. All clear. Let this little fella go. Beautiful. As the sun sets over the Nullarbor plains, I'm planning to head out and check out some nocturnal wildlife. This magnificent little fella is oddly named Jane's banded snake. They feed on small skinks. What makes them really special is they swim through the sand underneath the ground. This may look like a snake, but in fact, it's a marbled-faced delma, a legless lizard. This fella's out eating insects and spiders. Another trickster is this blind snake. He lives underground and feeds on insect larvae. Look at this gorgeous fella. He's a starred knobtail gecko. He may look cute, but he's deadly if you're an insect, a spider, a scorpion, or even a small gecko. Next morning, I'm up early, ready to explore some more caves. The caves of the Nullarbor come in all shapes and sizes, and the joy of exploring caves is the unknown. Every single cave's different. You never know what you'll find until you get in there. Wow, look at these hand stencils. These caves scattered throughout the Nullarbor, really important places for local Aboriginal people. We found evidence of Aboriginal people in many of them. These hand stencils here, there's art and engravings along the caves of the Nullarbor that date back 19,000 years, and we know Aboriginal people have been in the area for up to 30,000 years. Extraordinary. Look at this here. Above us is an owl roost. And right here, we've got pellets. The owl that lives and eats in this cave, what he can't digest, he regurgitates up or vomits up, and inside these pellets are insect bits and bones and fur, and everywhere on the ground here, everywhere, scattered, are these tiny little bones from marsupials and rodents, and generation after generation after generation of owl using the same caves means that there is millions of these little bones everywhere you look. Just scratch the surface and there's bones of past feeds from owls. Unbelievable. Driving across the Nullarbor plain, you quickly begin to appreciate how arid and isolated the region is. Early settlers experienced this same feeling and worked hard to make a living from this dry and lonely land. The Gurney family leased Canalda Station from 1938 to 1988, and it was the most westerly pastoral property in South Australia. In 1989, it became part of the Nullarbor National Park and stands as a reminder of a tough history. Back on the road, it was time to check out some of the larger, furrier inhabitants of the treeless plains. Wombat warren. You can see wombat tracks coming in and out here, and there's poo everywhere. It's an active warren. These are southern hairy-nosed wombats, one of the arid country specialists out here on the Nullarbor plain, and there are warrens everywhere. Enormous big burrows, lots of different entrances. Get my whole body in here. Big, really big. Southern hairy-nosed wombat. They eat grass, bits of leaves, they dig for roots, sort of browsers, grazers. It's one of the last places left in Australia where there's still big areas of southern hairy-nosed wombat. In a lot of their range, they're gone. A lot of habitat fragmentation. It's fantastic to see such a massive area of wombat habitat. I'm going to turn off the highway in a second, see if we can't have a look at the coast, right down here in the Great Australian Bight. Absolutely wild. We're here on the Southern Ocean and the Great Australian Bight. Looking out south, the next bit of land is Antarctica. And what we're looking at behind us is the longest continuous stretch of cliff anywhere in the world. Wild. Back on the road, I could have never predicted what would happen next.
Travellers and truckies right now stranded by fires in WA's outback have been told to bunker down.
8 fire fronts are burning in the goldfields, shutting down the only sealed road between WA and South Australia. The air highway closed between Norseman and Kaiguna. The Coolgardie-Esperance highway is also closed.
Well, looks like it might be the end of our Nullarbor adventure. We're stuck here at Cockapity, the air highway's closed, there's massive catastrophic fires at Norseman, so we're going to be ferried through this morning in a convoy. Somehow we made it to the front of the line. Might be the end of our adventure.